everyone. So going pretty much in type 2 on diabetic ketoacidosis. So pretty much now that we kind of like distinguish, roughly type 1 and type 2, um, pretty much what's going to happen is that the cells, they need sugar, right, to create their day-to-day functions. So given that it has no sugar, they're going to tell the brain, hey, I need some sugar, please. So can you hook me up? So then the liver is going to give this signal to the brain, sorry, is going to give this signal to the liver in order to create these type of sugar cells or sugar molecules, sorry, called glucagon. So they're going to break that glucagon, is going to create a lot of sugars and is going to release into the bloodstream. But I mean, the problem itself is not the sugar, it's the insulin, but the cells think that it's the sugar because they don't have anything. So glucagon is going to be released. A lot of glucose is going to be released into the bloodstream, therefore, and the cells are going to be like, hey, where's my sugar? So then they're going to give this signal again to the brain, and the brain's going to be releasing more glucagon, and it's going to come to a point that then it's going to be releasing sugar from the fat. So the fat that you have is going to break down the fat and to release sugar, glucose. But it also releases ketones when you break fat. So when you release a lot of ketones, or when you break a lot of fat, it can create this acidity in your body. So imagine you have now ketones in your bloodstream, you have more and more sugar in your bloodstream, and the cells are like, where's my sugar? So it keeps on going with this positive feedback loop that the brain is trying to give signals to the liver, then releases more glucagon, breaks down more fat, and it creates this type of like catastrophic process, and the cells are still not getting the sugar. So it creates this type of problem in the body where the brain is now with that pH, being very acidity, and the ketones causing the acidity, that alter mental status can happen. The body can do something that we call cosmal respiration. So the rate of breathing, it tends to be faster. It has like a small pause and then it goes faster. Given that the with breathing, when you have carbon dioxide, which is what we release, if you have a lot, if you're retaining a lot of carbon dioxide, that's acidity for your body. So that worsens your pH, right? It goes more down. So your body intends to compensating. It breathes out more, to release more CO2 out in order to try and compensate. Because if there's less CO2 in your body, then your body starts going more into the basic side, more into the alkaline side. So given that the body is really, really, really acidity, given that the ketones and everything is trying to breathe out all that CO2 that it has, um, in order to try and compensate this problem.